Good evening, everyone, to the Earthbound Super Series PK Scramble Spring Tournament. My name is Derek, and I've got a lovely commentator, Ori. Say hello.
Beans.
I've also got a lovely cat who is liking my feet right now. But let's talk a little bit about this set. We have DanielRGT versus Serra. This is a matchup that I am personally looking forward to. While they're getting started, let's talk about flag set. We have 120% spawn with teleport anywhere. That will be a massive game changer. Do you want to talk about victory conditions there, Ari?
Sure. So in PK Scramble, all of the key items where they're at are randomized. The goal is to either clear 4 of your sanctuaries and then go fight Gygas and win. You can also clear 5 sanctuaries and then run off to Magicant and then win. Or you can clear 6 sanctuaries and then you just win.
Fair. I like it. Buzz has Happy Village. So that is an early, excellent check.
Oh, we're just way delayed. Okay. There goes Daniel. All right.
So getting Happy Village early is interesting, especially with Teleport Anywhere, because you're going to be able to get a quick sanctuary in. You'll see what we mean by Teleport Anywhere here in a little bit. It may not be super obvious, but normally we can't teleport indoors, in caves, places like that. With Teleport Anywhere, you can teleport literally anywhere. So that will change up some dynamics. Ooh, passing up on the Liar's house. Interesting. I think I know why, though. Because with that, you can teleport right outside of the house. The really skilled runners will be able to do that. So they're going to go in, check the house, and potentially teleport right out.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that does make sense. I didn't even think about that. Glad I watched this one before my race.
Foresight for the statue. Okay. So, knowing all these warps, where do you go? Where do you personally go?
I missed the key item. I was watching Daniel and we're trying to catch up his stream there.
So the key item at the Meteor was actually Signed Banana. So if Signed Banana and then Meteorite and now UFO Engine from the library. So what are you thinking? How are you feeling about this? Do you go down, check the arcade?
I mean, I am a fan of just checking the arcade early. So that I would probably at least check the trash can, maybe fight a shark, get a feel for how that's going. But Signed Banana is something that I'd really like to get done early, because you're going to do it anyway, and it gives you another key item, so you may as well know what it's going to be.
True. Or there's also the kid check in Happy.
Oh, the cabin. That's a free check. You don't have to do anything, so that's a good point.
It doesn't look like that the arcade is going to be too bad today with Everdread and Belch.
Belch could actually be nasty. I don't think he's going to be, but if he makes you cry and it's too early that you don't have Rock and Alpha, that can be a problem.
True. Yeah, no problem there. So what is the mayor going to have? Key to the shack. Okay.
Not even randomized.
I am by legally bound obligation, aka somebody's paying me $10 a time I say it. No, I'm kidding. But is this even randomized?
This looks pretty vanilla to me.
I do feel like, though, recently the mayor has had Shack Key a little bit more often here.
Look at this. It's autumn in the mayor's office here. What a nice color shuffle.
I like it. There's the teleport anywhere, really rocking it out with Serra. Both going to happy. Okay, that's
the free check is pretty tempting.
And it'll be easy to go pick up Key to the Shack later if you get police badge, things like that. So it's not honestly the worst check right now.
Yeah, you teleport in pretty much right there anyway. Not a big deal.
Exactly. Now, DanielRGT is doing some sneaky business. Okay, Tiny Ruby at the cabin.
Buff Bird.
So what Daniel's doing is actually picking up some differently scaled items. So those items right there in front of Carpainter are scaled for Carpainter. So that would mean that we would have to have the Franklin badge. We don't know where that's at, so it could be later in Logic, therefore having stronger items.
I was so confused. I was like, how did Serra get to Summers? Did I miss that? No. Other museum.
The other museum. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Sewers, you get teleport anywhere, but the sewers are still pretty tight. You're going to have a hard time trying to get around these enemies. And they're not horrible, but they are just a bit too hard.
Yeah. It's interesting not going for low put steps, especially when you can.
Yeah, given the choice between the two, I think I would still try Foresight first, just because I know that both are going to get done, but Foresight may need to get done first.
Fair. Daniel getting a little bit better spawns on the opening.
Those are really lucky. Those spawn tiles kind of suck to begin with, let alone when it's 120%.
Truth. Ooh, more of that teleport anywhere strat, showing off the teleport skips indoors. Something we don't get to see often at all.
Nice teleport.
This is what skill looks like.
Yeah, scaring me. So for those not familiar, you can teleport to get around enemies. They don't move, and you don't get into fights when you're teleporting with them. Daniel is scaring the crap out of me with these teleports. If you just kind of bonk into nothing in midair, like you saw Daniel do about 15 seconds ago there, it's a great sign that you ran into an enemy that just spawned on the screen, because they will still spawn while you're moving.
Ooh, logically, third Sanctuary. This one's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, this looks doable, though. Maybe they don't expect you to get another kid for a while.
Interesting.
Ooh. Danny went a little too hard. I'm not sure whether waiting would have made it or not. That's tough at third Sank.
I think I'd consider putting this one off. I might consider Foresight, or I might consider even Dusty Dudes.
Sarah's out of psychic points. That looks bad.
There we go. There is the Moonside by Daniel. Yeah, Slug, you got a good point there. You could do Key to Shack, get some levels. You could do Lilliput Step.
You could even do the seldom seen Forsyth department store.
That's true. Yeah, Tomar, thank you for bringing that up. Thank you for the reminder. There is a prediction going on. Make sure that you have spent your points as wisely as you can. I know that I am going to as well. This is a rough start.
It's a rough start, and it's one of those seeds where both runners have had kind of a rough start, but it's not like they don't know what the other runners are doing, so they both probably feel a little bit behind. And this is deep into brackets, so a little behind's going to feel like a lot behind.
Yeah, and it looked like Moonside was not kind to Daniel. So Daniel, it looks like they might be making a beeline for the Dusty Dunes. Not a bad choice.
Dusty Dunes does have the advantage. You can talk to the guy outside of the mines to see what's in the mines. So you don't have to do it. You can just walk over there, talk to him, and see that it's something you don't care about and walk away.
Truth. Things that would be interesting to see, police badge.
Oh, he's digging for diamonds. It's not even randomized.
Gosh. Diamond is not bad. It will give you a key item, and then it will give you also the 3 check, which, that's good. That will give us a kid, a potential kid item, if it's Jeff or Pooh, and it will allow us to use the UFO engine. So, the only thing that would be kind of iffy is potentially, weirdly enough, Paula.
All right, yeah, this is what I was waiting to see. So my gut is kind of telling me that the mines will be rather bad because we saw Sanctuary number 3, and Frankie Stein seemed like he was scaled for one kid. So this feels like it would be later in logic to me. The Starman DXs and their buddies there weren't hitting super hard, but plenty hard for just Ness, and he was only bashing for 1.
Yeah, the Carpenter Moonside, though, wasn't bad. With the key to the cabin. Not great. But here's the question. Knowing what we know about the mines, do you go get Buffbird? Because think about it. Buffbird is physical damage only. Starman DX is physical. Has a huge PSI shield. Physical attacks would be good against it. I gotta say, if Serra goes, checks out the mines, sees Starman, I would strongly consider Buffbird.
Buffbird, sorry, I hit a lizard escapee. Yeah, I mean, like, if I found the key, yeah, I probably would in that case.
Moonside had it.
Like, oh, okay, yeah, that's huge. Yeah, that's like your second kid, basically. I would absolutely get Buffbird.
Now, Sarah's in a position of does not know what we know about the mines. So, right now, from their perspective, mines, going to get Buffbird is not a thing right now. But I have a suspicion that as soon as they see Starman DX, Buffbird's on the plate.
The other argument I could see against getting Buffbird, just to be fair and play both sides of this argument, with the spawns cranked up to 120%, it's a lot easier to avoid enemies when your party is just Ness. As soon as you have a tail to your party, it gets a lot harder. A lot more lag, too, so stutter stepping becomes harder.
True. That is a good point. DanielRGT with the first sanctuary at the first sanctuary that was the second sanctuary. Don't think about it too hard. So Daniel's got some interesting checks. Got the 4-side checks and Dusty Dunes and then Lilliput Steps. There we go, Lilliput Steps.
Yep, just right into the next one. Well, yeah, okay. I think you can infer that this is Sank 1, so you may as well just knock it out. That makes sense.
Yeah. And like you said, Slug, going for levels. Right now, Daniel has seen the sewers, which was pretty tough. Had a little bit of a struggle bus. Moonside looked a little bit easier, but still doable. But still a little bit there. So, yeah, honestly, take the levels. Go snag all the 2 sanctuaries that you have the ability to go grab right now, and be none the wiser. Ooh, is this teleport gonna clutch it out? Yes!
It still worked. That was some pixel garbage. You really should have cleared that.
I don't think gonna get away with this one.
That's one of the worst tiles. Coming from the top, especially. Coming from the bottom, you have a spawn tile behind it that's like impossible to get around. But then you get past the next one. That's a tough one. I haven't found a good way to do that yet.
Rise up, everyone. Buff Bird.
Alright, what do we got? We got two Ari points. You're getting 2 Ari points. Oh no! I'm so glad Pokey runs back to run past you. I love it. So, for those that maybe didn't realize it, the escape mice get a lot less useful with these settings because, as you just saw Daniel and Serra before, I'm pretty sure, you can just teleport out of these sanctuaries. You don't need to use mice or anything.
No, you do not.
Buff Bird, we did it.
Walking into basically anywhere right now is going to have a huge physical advantage. All right, Daniel, don't let us down. Butts.
Yep. The classic.
You gotta love it. Ooh. Which one caught the spawn?
Casey back. It's like a situational item. There are strats to make use of it, but like I hate the Casey bat. It misses way too much.
Truth. While they're retreading, be sure to go follow these amazing runners, providing us some excellent usage of the teleport anywhere, along with some excellent racing. Be sure to drop them a follow if you love the PK Scramble content you are seeing today, and you will have no regrets. Don't forget to also follow Ori. They also do some PK Scramble stuff, and are an excellent runner themselves.
Be sure to follow Derrick, too, who also does Earthbound stuff. And you can also follow Jay Tolmar, who made the Scramble.
Agreed. All right, that clears out Magnet Hill. for Serra. What is Maxwell going to have for us today? Yogurt dispenser. Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh. That is a spicy.
I don't like it, but I think, yeah, you gotta pretty much just go right for it.
Spicy yogurt. That sounds not wholly unpleasant. I feel like within the confines of the tournament, I feel like we've not seen a yogurt dispenser being used quite as often. Or maybe it's just not something I've seen paid attention to.
I feel like it is one of those items that is less likely to be on the logic path for Force Sank. Kind of similar to how we don't often wind up going through Deep Darkness. It's just the way it all kind of... the way it all falls together.
That's how the cookie crumbles.
Double burb, let's go. This is the most Ari points I've ever handed out in one race.
What's the conversion rating on those? Carbon Dog at the Monotoli 48 floor. Well, okay. Man, blink and you miss it for Carbon Dog, and there's Diamond Dog.
Yeah, jeez. Although this is a frustrating place to bring Buff Bird because Diamond Dog gets the power shield, so Buff Bird's gonna hit himself for half the damage he does.
Buff Bird's gonna live. Buff Bird has those gains. Ooh, and it's Jeff. So, 2 items here. Bird. Jeff has an item, and so does Monotoli. Tendacrown.
This is now the burb stream.
What item does Jeff have? I don't think we checked it.
I think Jeff's got the beam drainer.
Oh, okay. There should be a song about that. There's Frankie stuff.
Oh yeah, you're right. He's not a burb. He's buff, so he's burb. Accurate.
Truth. He's buff burb.
Yeah, so I guess it looks like all of this was necessary. I missed whatever Jeff had, so unless Jeff's item opened everything up, then everything turned out to be necessary.
I don't know that we've looked. Unless Serra has a tracker, I don't know that we've seen it on stream.
Oh yeah, the other tracker auto tracks it. That's right.
Was
it necessary? I hate it. Minus honestly, 1 Ari point.
At this point, probably. But, yeah, like we said earlier, this leads to 3, this leads to a key item. Like, there's no reason not to do this at this point.
UFO engine leads to Summers, which we have the tinier ruby, so it really does open up a ton of stuff.
Oh, Jeff has Fly Honey per the Serra tracker. Okay, great. Thank you. That is extremely helpful. Thank you, McGirt.
That is certainly one of many items that would make sense for this play by Serra. I get it. Doing the mines last, because the mines kind of suck. But you never know, and Daniel doing it here, possibly for that reason, possibly for any number of reasons, really. But if you go to mines, and your opponent put it off to last, and it turned out to be something huge, then there's your breakout strategy.
Well, also looking at it, this is the only place that Serra really can go for progress. Right? Because mines will have something, But the only other checks that they have is Lilliput steps. That's it.
Right. But,
So,
like, let's say it wasn't the... I mean, Diamond's pretty big. And maybe it turns out that Jeff isn't necessary, strictly speaking, from 5-Sync perspective. Like, maybe it has, like, the police badge or something. And your opponent puts it off till way later. You can get way ahead of the other person.
true.
I like the hesitation there when teleporting by Daniel. I don't know if it was... because it crossed through my mind. I don't know if he's thinking about what he needs to do next, or if he's wondering, am I going to soft lock myself if I teleport here? Because there's a soft lock in that room in vanilla. If you walk slightly to the right and then go down, you'll soft lock yourself in that cutscene.
I don't know that I knew that.
And also talk to Monotoli when he like walks away from you.
The more you know about vanilla. Exit mice. Interesting.
Ooh, okay, pendant. Serra just found. That's a very big find.
The duck with the sprinting ropes. Always terrifying.
Hey, nobody trusts Monotoli's room.
I will say, Buffbird is putting in some work.
This is definitely a solid Buffbird stream.
Bird word. Agreed.
Borbork.
That just sounds like we hired a Chocobo now.
I don't have any Chocobo emotes. How can this be?
I would say it's a sin, but I don't either, so we're sinning together, I guess. The Bukas. Are the Bukas the Chocobos of Earthbound? Discuss.
You know, kinda. Just know you don't see anybody riding a Buka. That's really all. But this is more like modern. Maybe they used to ride them like horses back in the day.
This baby can go for miles and miles. Down goes the last of the third strongest Starman Deluxes. That was a mouthful. And the excellent thing is we can use the exit mouse. I wouldn't teleport out of here unless an absolute emergency because we need this item out here. Skipping the photo like a champ. There's Diamond Access. So what item do you think Venus is going to give today?
Oh, what would be the biggest curveball? I'm gonna say police badge. That'd be a pretty big curveball.
Franklin badge. Seen some pencils, okay. The pencil badge. Yeah.
Eraser. Okay.
Split the diff and make it worse.
Yeah, it's an eraser. Oh my god. I had a mild heart attack, and then I remembered, oh no, you do want to go on the bus.
This is the one time... I feel like this is the one time we need to get in the bus. to see those bus emotes. So, when Serra gets to 3, they're going to have a couple of options. Really, only about 2. So, if you go up north, you can get your kid check, which we know it's not going to be anything. Probably at this point, I'm actually honestly leaning towards Pooh. I don't know why, I just picked one of the person I've had. Then we can also do UFO Engine to go to Summers and take care of Tiny Ruby. Or we can go down south and go ahead and snag Boogie Tent before we do the hotel, especially since we are in the southern portion.
Yeah, I think I would try Boogie Tent, even though it's almost against my personal rule of getting the kid first. Because you're already down there, and when you go down into that hole, you're going to take the UFO engine out.
Right, that's kind of my thought process. Go ahead, snag whatever's at Boogie Tent, or at least give it a try. If you fail, you still have your spawn set in 3 on that street, so...
Yeah, Serra doesn't agree. Sarah's going for the kid. Also, that vendor wasn't even randomized.
Alright, we got some Poos, some Paulas. Bear, okay. And we just want to see the world burn today, don't we?
It is Pooh.
Pooh! So now announcing I will be joining the X-Men as a telekinetic or a psychokinetic or whatever you want to call it. Pooh Bear. No, we can't keep doing this to make everyone right.
Weird, the dove was right.
Weird. Alright, now the question is, what item does Pooh have? Serra will have 2 checks in Summers. Magic Cake, which is typically a warp, or the Starstorm, and then we will have Tiny Ruby.
Which will just get us another key item. Pooh must not have anything like groundbreaking, or I imagine Serra would be doing that instead.
I'm going to say, here's me guessing, Pooh has Carrot Key. Magic Cake gives us Dalam.
For just vanilla, for the Force Sank logic, we still kind of need to pick up Paula and get access to Saturn Valley.
True. Well, yeah, no, that potentially could be it. Yeah. Well, if it's Dalam, then you have Place of Nothingness for Saturn Valley.
Yeah.
And we have Fly Honey, which would, I don't know.
No, I think that's a good reason why it would be Dalam. I think that makes sense.
Ooh, cars running from us is a good sign.
They also appear in Foresight, so the cars are really low level.
Hieroglyph per the tracker. Okay. Interesting. Could be something, could be nothing. There's a rank badge. This nightmare stopped moving, thankfully.
Hard carry by Buff Burb.
No joke. Wad of bills.
Yeah. Complete waste of time. Unfortunate.
Yeah, a little bit.
Tell that wad of bills, can you?
All right, what is the warp? Delum!
Yep.
So Paula's there. Place of nothingness. You know what? I'm gonna go with Saturn Valley.
It would get you there. And what? Leave the meteorite piece off of Carpainter, maybe?
Yeah. That's my guess. Or Place of Nothingness is Tucson.
Oh,
So
winners. Winners would be, yeah, because that would get you... It would get you another key item check instead. I could see that.
Potential, yeah. If it's Saturn Valley, I am going to go join the accident.
Yeah, you do have to talk to either the Master or the Star Master at the bottom there. You can't skip them both. Gotta do one of them.
Pick one.
And Wilson brings up a very good point. One, you can try this randomizer at pkscramble.com. Two, you don't have to speedrun these seeds. You can enjoy them at your own pace. You can spread them out over multiple play sessions. Take the time, talk to NPCs. Some of them actually have changed dialogue here and there a little bit. There's a lot of neat Easter egg type stuff. It's definitely cool to check out. It's cool to go fast, but it's also neat to check it out on its own merits too.
Hard agree. It's Winters. Okay. Ooh. We're just taking a tour of the world and getting an item from everywhere. Wilson, I can agree. This is the perfect way to re-enjoy a favorite game. Okay, smart move by Serra here. What we can do right here is low put steps as well as Franklin. If we stop getting door blocked.
Yeah, and that party, your 6-person party, it just lags the game on its own.
The game is like, please, no more.
It's about as bad as it's gonna be right here.
When can we add the dog to the party so we can lag it out even harder?
When can I add Abuka to the party?
True. I'm here for it. Ooh. We love Frankie. Is that meteorite piece?
I got yes, it is. There we go.
Okay. The game engine couldn't handle it. It would be just your SNES just starts smoking.
Which reminds me, I'll put in a plug for that too. I actually tried my first PK Scramble seed with the MSU1 enabled, and it's really impressive. I understand the underlying technology, but it's still really impressive, the sound you can get out of a SNES.
I need to see this. Nothing is. I love this giant party.
Bear absent-mindedly walking into you.
The bear lagging into us is closer.
I gotta be honest, I would really consider dropping that teddy bear just to save some lag frames. Yeah, and Tolvar's asking it. I think you might save time if you're quick in the menus.
We quickly dispatch Mondo Mole for a third sanctuary. At this point, really, our best bet is Winters right now. Outside chance, Scaraba. Outside chance. We do have the hieroglyph piece, but honestly, at this point, you don't go to Scaraba.
I was also kind of thinking it would be vanilla bubblegum. And they gave you the eraser. Nah, zombie paper.
Okay, good. That's a good one. That puts us within eye shot of that. So,
it's go mode.
True. That gives us our eye shot. You know, it's not earshot. We're looking there. Hey, leave me alone about this.
Hilarious.
A movie I've never seen. No Tessie for now.
Sarah's gonna check a boogie tent. Try, I assume, looking to see if we can fish out 5 Sank easily. I absolutely would have done this too, I agree. But we already know this is gonna be a lot of bills.
Truth.
Daniel's just stealing that guy's toothbrush.
Maybe
he wasn't using it, I don't know.
We're not going to use it either. So Angel, good point. Thank you for bringing it up. We'll go ahead and give an option of this is actually one of the flag sets called Teleport Anywhere. We've turned it on so you can teleport anywhere that you can. So you can teleport in buildings, in caves, places you normally wouldn't be able to. So it's a good option. It's one of those go fast options that is not seen too often, but it is super fun to play with. If you get the ability to play a Teleport Anywhere seed, I would highly recommend it.
Alright, BRB. I gotta hop in the car, ride to Tolmar's house, take their toothbrush and drop it on the ground and walk out. Yeah, definitely the teleport that comes out of the Saturn Valley, the Saturn Coffee teleport. That will be critical to see where the seed goes. Otherwise, you have an okay pendant on Paula. One of the runners, I forget who, even found a vital capsule for Paula. So Paula should have like 120 HP, which makes Gygas usually pretty safe. So this is looking a lot like a Gygas seed to me. But if there's an easy Sank, whatever.
Right? Do they have enough repel? I don't think so.
Yep, and it'll be a heck of a walk. Some areas I think are pretty doable with the Teleport Anywhere setting. But that walk is gonna suck.
True.
Oh yeah, and Pooh has the diadem for Daniel at least, so Gygas is pretty safe for Daniel. Of course, I think both runners, unless Gygas is just unusually cruel, I have confidence that both runners could certainly clear Gygas, like barring the worst randomness. but it's slow, so is it really what you want to do? That's the key question here.
True. We are heading into Saturn Valley, and we do have the meteorite piece on Serra's side. So that has the ability to give us something good. I believe Daniel is going to have to find that, though.
I thought Daniel went to Winters.
Winters didn't have it. Carpenter did. Serra has it. I don't think Daniels went and fought Carpenter.
I feel like he has to have it. Because there's no check to have out here. Well, I guess you have the fly honey. It would get you into Tucson.
Either way, going to be an excellent check here. Belch Base is going to be a little bit of a long one. Belch Base is never great to have to do. But
I hate this tunnel.
That's arguably the worst part, yes. Benefits of a 6-mile party, a 6-mile wide potential for green swirl.
Yeah, I suppose.
Or, alternatively, 6-mile wide line for red swirls. So pick your poison. Now, interesting play by Serra. I don't know that I disagree with it wholeheartedly. Didn't go into Saturn Valley to grab the warp.
Oh, they actually have the Tendacraut? Holy cow. That never happens.
There's so many sprites, right? It's the 6-party long wide burger train.
Good call hitting the door so you don't get more spawns.
Ooh, bet one of the teleports is lost Underworld? Potentially. That wouldn't be a bad... Honestly, that wouldn't be a bad 5th Sank. If you want to avoid Geigus, that wouldn't be a bad 5th Sank. It might not be my first choice, but...
It's gonna be really laggy. But so is the walk to Geigus, so I don't know.
So, here's the question. Assuming you get rid of... yes, 128 items are random. So, assuming you drop the teddy bear, you still have a 5-party long train. For that, which area has better spawns, considering we're also at 120%? Thanks, Saturn Valley and Saturn Valley. Cool.
Classic.
Where do you go? Having a 5-party long party. 5-member long party.
I think I just complain loudly and do Fire Springs if we did get lost Underworld. That's probably what I would do. Wouldn't complain that loudly. At least it's Buff Bird. It's not like 2 teddy bears or something.
Oh gosh, that would be horrible.
Or like Picky.
Ooh, when do we get them in the barn?
Oh, bad curse idea. I'm sure it's been suggested.
Oops, all pokey.
Yeah, at least Picky bashes. Well, arguably Picky's worse because he bashes for one. He'll ruin brain shocks.
Well, here's the question: will you even have brain shocks if they're all pokey? You'd have only nests.
Instead of kid pickups, they're okay.
That would be evil and great. Ooh, Repel Sandwich DX is not bad.
If we're replacing the kids with things, let's replace them with Buffbird at least. Come on.
Too easy. Paula killed the teddy bear. And it was replaced by another teddy bear.
Oh my god, I hate it. What was Starman Jr.? Oh, that is a rough find, actually. Oh, it was, alright, he was on guard, so they're safe. And has the shield Sigma to put up. Alright. Still pretty scary, though.
Not bad, not bad. There's the fourth Sank. Serra is officially ready to go face Skagits, should they make that decision. They also do have access, technically, and I will very much accentuate that technically, have access to Tucson. If they choose.
Why is Daniel getting these spawns? It's like somebody cranked up the spawns or something. Ah, so terrible.
Somebody talk to the developer.
Closing in on the... Ooh, big find. Repel Witch DX.
So that's our third Repel. Our third Repel Witch.
Gygus is suddenly looking a lot better than it did a moment ago. Talk to Devil.
And potentially one at the wreckage. It's not a guarantee, but it's a potential.
Scaraba. Oof. Yeah, this looks like a Gygus seed.
And there's a third DX. That makes Cave the Past.
I'm ready. Is Serra gonna do the Easter egg? I'm ready. You get 2 more Ari points if you do the Easter egg.
I don't know what the Easter egg is. But
you don't know what the Easter egg is?
Not by that name.
Say no in this cutscene.
I've never done that. By the time I get to this point, my thought process is, oh my god, I'm so far behind. I'm racing too good of people. Just end this for me.
Ooh, Serra's going fast, but Daniel has that big league bat.
Are we not considering the Casey bat? No. No.
I mean, what you could equip the Casey, use offense up 3 times, get your maximum offense up value out of it, and then equip a different bat and keep the offense up that you got from the other one. There's a strat for the Casey bat for you.
Oh. Ooh, that's memey, but technically doable.
I don't know if I've ever had to use offense up strats in Scramble, though. I have a couple times in Ancient Cave, though.
I don't think I've ever used any of the offense up things in Earthbound at all. It's kind of not a thing in a lot of old RPGs, I feel like. Oh, we didn't even do the contest! I'm sorry, we were too busy talking about Casey Bat.
I bet it's cracking like always. Oh, darn it, I'm wrong.
I bet it's Little Puke. Stat strats are good in Mother 3. That was what I was thinking.
Yeah, way better in Mother 3. You can make them work in Earthbound in really, really rough situations sometimes, though.
Ooh, Buffbird might be a liability here. To himself.
Yeah, this is he kind of foils your attempts to brain check.
Phase 1 is down. So is Pooh. And I don't know if Buffbird is
I didn't see it at least, but it goes pretty fast. Just get 16 combos. It's that easy. I actually got pretty good at those, even with the lag. Viper strats.
We're seeing Viper strats.
Which came first, the Viper or the egg? It was the Viper.
The Hyper strats. I just got that Tolmar, and I'm ashamed that it took me that long.
All right, both runners are on Gygus.
Phase 3 for Serra.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be terribly dangerous. Got a Franklin badge. Got an OK pendant. Like, I would certainly feel like, I'm not gonna say comfortable, but not uncomfortable. As long as I still have a Ness or a Pooh alive to do some like spot shielding.
Fair. But I will point out you have just cursed them by going, it shouldn't be too bad.
I know. It really shouldn't, though.
Electra prayed for Ness's rounds. I gotta be honest, I did not realize that was that person's name.
Yeah, Pokey's maid was made to order, that like horrible pun they tell in Jackie's Cafe.
You gotta love these prayer sequences. Like, if it weren't for the entire stress of gotta keep all alive, they are super fun to see when it's like, just like, oh, this person, or the for-profit healthcare system.
Pooh's girlfriend.
Ness and his friends prayed for Ness and his friends. Exactly.
Belch and his friends prayed for Ness's demise.
Hey, it's Charging Charles. Dinosaur. Hey.
Yeah.
Now, if we can get the for-profit, we're not gonna, but if we do, just to let everybody know, the bitrate here is going to be a little bit iffy. This is normal for Earthbound. It's going to be a little bit pixely, but do not adjust your set. Nothing has gone wrong. It's gone very right, even.
Where's the custom Earthbound encoder?
That's true. Go ahead and start throwing some GGs in the chat for Serra. They'll be done here in about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Cutscenes are it. 2 Ori points kept going, kept praying. There we go. We're waiting for the dot done, but Serra is done with for the most part. Just waiting for the Q1 speech.
A very close race. Runners are going to be maybe a minute and a half apart or so.
It really was. Serra has officially finished with a time of 58:47. GG's to Serra, but let's not forget Daniel is right on their heels. They'll be coming in hot as well.
Hi, Serra. Congrats.
Hello. Thank you. That was close.
That was really good.
Yeah. And I got my 2 Ori points.
I think you got more than that, didn't you?
Hi,
Oh,
Serra.
Is
Oh,
Viper on
thank
Gygas
you.
worth points? That was close.
I noticed the Viper strats.
I am not an officially licensed Ori point vendor. That is for Ori.
We get buff bird. We get double buff bird. So
There
many
we
Ori
go.
points. This is the most Ori points ever awarded in one race.
Everybody, drop your GGs for Daniel. Daniel has officially finished the race time at 59:55, so just about a minute behind. This was really, really close.
Yeah, that flying man was like, it was definitely the play. There's so many fights that you get into that he just takes care of turn 1 for you. It's really nice.
We
It's a
were
big
talking
bonus,
about that.
but your party was 6 people long for so long.
It was
So many
making
lag
it so
frames.
lag. I was thinking about dropping the bears, but I had 2 of them. So
But wait, there's more. That was excellent. The 6 mile long party was great, though.
it didn't even fit on the screen sometimes.
There was a couple of times you got a green swirl, and I'm like, where? And it's like on Pooh or the bear, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. That was excellent. So, how did you feel about Teleport Anywhere in an official tournament?
I think it's really fun, and yeah, I'm not sure I really used it enough. Like, you can use it to dodge enemies, and I didn't do that much. So maybe I should do that more.
I still struggle to find the sweet spot for it because you can use it to dodge enemies, but the bonk animation takes a while. So if
Yeah.
you can just run past them or stutter past them, I think that's still faster.
Yeah, I was just going for jank green swirls mostly.
Yeah, and I think that's still probably the strongest strat. We're even seeing that starting to bleed over into regular glitchless runs in Earthbound.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
That is excellent. So, what was your thoughts going into? Was a 5 sync ever on your mind of? Well, I can go here if Gygas is evil. What was your plan?
I was looking at Tucson right at the end because that's 2 checks fairly quickly, but I don't know where it would be. Like, it would be a pack of bubblegum, or I had Carrot Key available as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought I had the Gygas fight. Okay.
Yeah, and
Oh,
nothing wrong with that. It seemed pretty safe. He had a Franklin badge. He had the OK pendant.
Oh yeah. I was just like knowing, like, hey, like there was a couple of options with Scaraba. Don't everybody laugh at the same time. Pyramid is
Yeah.
technically an option,
It's
but not a great one.
A little bit better with Teleport Anywhere, but still
Teleport
not great.
Teleport Anywhere, yes. 6 party members.
Yeah, maybe not. I really don't like pyramids, so I'm not going to go there instead of just going to Gygas.
No.
I like Pyramid. Pyramid doesn't like me.
Pyramid to me is what everyone else's Monkey Cave is. Everyone else seems to hate Monkey Cave, and I'm like, oh, Monkey Cave's great.
Yeah, Monkey Cave's fine.
You gotta love when you get the eraser, and you're like, oh no, not Starbase though. Stonehenge is arguably one of the worst.
That was kind of why I was thinking of looking for a 5th, because if I have that, I think I'm more likely to find a pack of bubblegum a little bit. But it's not
True.
like, it's not the best sanctuary, it's kind of slow.
Yeah. Pond Cave is a little iffy.
I'd have to go through Brick Road Dungeon as well.
Right.
And
Yeah, there was no pencil eraser.
So hear me out. Protoplasm skip 6-party. Go.
I don't know. I think you can do it with 3 if you do it perfectly, but not quite 6.
Would be interesting, but not possible.
Look away for a moment while I teleport into that wall, just like south of the entrance. Wiggle my way through.
Oh, you might be able to do it like that.
Ooh. Yeah.
Once you get Nest Pass, you just teleport down left. That might actually work.
Yeah, I mean, potentially. Only doable with teleport anywhere.
Yeah.
But at that point, I think, couldn't you just start the teleport anywhere before you get caught by it? Real fast, Tolmar is pointing out winners bracket semifinals the same time on Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. EST, and convert to your own time, or join the Discord, and there's an event set up for it, and it is automatically transferred to your local time zone.
Hooray! Yeah, it'll be myself racing McGurk. And then after that is going to be the finals.
I think I might be on commentary for tomorrow's and Wednesdays.
It would be losers bracket finals first. One of you's fighting me.
Not me.
Oh, I thought we were wrapping that up into the finals.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, you are correct. There will be it'll be myself and McGurk, the loser bracket finals, and then the actual real true ultimate for all the money grand finals. All $0. Back in the day, I did give out a $5 Subway gift card to the person that came in third. Back when footlongs were $5.
That is the ultimate third place. Here's Subway. Ooh.
A $5 gift card to Subway. That was hard. They wouldn't even sell it. I had to get a $10 gift card and spend $5 off of it.
That is the ultimate meme prize. And we love it. You'll throw first. Anything else before we take off the night? I believe there is another race tomorrow, if I have my schedule correct. Which I have no idea if I do.
It's Wednesday. I think it's just the Wednesday one.
Or is it Tuesday one too? My bad. Yep, only one on Wednesday. Yep, just wanted to double check. I thought there was one tomorrow. But there is a race on Wednesday. Be excited for it. I know that I am excited for it. Anything else before we take off for the evening?
I like the Shadow Cow photo. I've never seen that. I just wanted to point that out.
Ghost cow.
That's all I've got.
Moo. Ori and you, McGurk saying Ori and I are Wednesday. The biggest strategy against some future Wednesday. I look forward to that. I look forward to it. GG's everyone. Two Ori points. Congrats.
2 Ori points. All right. Thanks for playing, Sarah. Thanks for commentating, Derek. Thanks for doing the restream, Tolmar. I'm going to go to bed for work.
Do it. Don't forget to follow all of our runners, racers, and commentators, and Tolmar. Don't forget to follow Tolmar as well. Provides excellent entertainment for all of us, and we get to do this tournament, which I am excited for. So, have a great evening, everybody, and we will see you on Wednesday.
Still in a dream, bean drainer.
Bean Drainer.